Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream today. I'm glad to be here with you all as the market is going honestly insane right now. It's starting to move all over the place. We obviously we are gapping down heading into this morning. As a lot of you know, if you didn't know yet, the reason why we're down is we are seeing rates starting to pop back up just a little bit, like TNX, for example. Had a nice gap back to the upside. We also are seeing the dollar have a very big recovery back up, pretty much filling in the all the big moves we had yesterday. So the dollar is coming right back up for anybody who is not aware yet this morning. That's the main reason why the market is down right now. But what I will say is that OPEC has some pretty big stuff coming up today. I will be awaiting this to come out. It's going to be some pretty big news that should drop about, obviously, OPEC is talking about doing some production cuts. This is going to really weigh on oil stocks, guys. So keep your eyes on Oxy, ZOM, CVX. Stocks like that are going to be insane today, especially if OPEC decides to cut production. Now, I don't know when the meeting's going to happen. I don't know when the decision will happen. They said, though, that it was something coming from this morning. So it should be coming out sometime soon. I'll definitely be watching the futures news on Thinkorswim, so I will be waiting for that big report to drop. But so far today, guys, very few stocks up in the green on the watch list, mainly oil stocks. We do also have Chewy up there. Snapchat's moving up, so Chewy, Snapchat, they're breaking out. Netflix is up in the green, but we have a lot of stocks in the red, and leading my watch list down, of course, is AMC, XPEV, CCL is down a lot, RCL's down, DAL is moving down a lot, Meta is down, so pretty crazy day, guys. I know that a lot of people were hoping that we would continue with the nice uptrend today. Unfortunately, we are moving back down. It is a pretty big support, for example, on Meta that we fell back below. Looking at other stocks on the watch list, let's see, Meta, JD, Baba. The China stocks aren't doing bad, honestly. Like Walmart's not too bad. Same thing with Target. Not too bad today. What about MU, AMD? Yeah, just some bad drops this morning, especially from tech, I'm noticing. Lots of tech and growth plays are falling back off. Poor DraftKings is losing again. Great, DraftKings. I'm so surprised. It's not like every other day, is it? Man, that's it's getting rough to continue to see these downtrends, but you know, after the 2 great days we did have, I guess we can't be too sad about one red day creeping in on us, especially considering we're still up pretty well on the week overall in a lot of stocks. And that move on Tuesday was insane. Or I mean, I should say that move on Monday was insane. Look at that big jump up there Monday. That was just a crazy pop up, and then Tuesday we continued, so now we're just coming back down and retesting that nice support on AMD right at like $66. I actually have a big level posted there on my chart if you guys maybe want to try to play that as support. I will say, though, it kind of looks like it's going to break it right now. It's like AMD's just really straddling that level this morning. It's having some issues getting going here, it looks like, when I zoom in. But yeah, good morning, guys. Let me know what stocks you guys want to see here today, and I hope you guys had a fantastic night. If anybody did anything interesting, just let me know and we can check that out. Let me get the Discord off of that screen. There we go. Oh, there's AMD though, guys, breaking down below, looking even worse. So yeah, there it goes, starting to fall down. Definitely not what you want to see down below 65.90. Pretty bad drop there. Let's go check the oil plays, which kept on running. There we go, Oxy. Let's go, let's go. Oxy, Oxy. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't be upset about it, though, for Oxy. It's not bad. Wow, guys, Oxy's having a huge breakout, up above 67.12, really running up. Sorry about that, I had to answer something in the Discord there, but what a huge run to the upside this morning. That is just very amazing out of these oil stocks, continuing to push higher. Love to see it. Love to see that. Hopefully they keep moving, honestly. I hope that they keep on running. There we go. Boom. Oxy's running right up into resistance around 67.77. So that's a huge, huge level to keep your eyes on there. Wow. Wow, guys, that is just such a good trend line on Oxy. It just continues to move off of this trend line day after day. I love that trend line so much. That is such a nice level to look at there. Wow, that is insane, actually. Just continues to move up off of it, too. Like, I thought maybe we'd start to fall off. Obviously, we still can with the crazy OPEC news going on a little bit later, but for right now, just going insane. But yeah, Sal says, let's go Oxys. Cornish says, good morning. I'm perfectly hedged with SPXS for once. Feels good. Let's go. There you go, Sean. Nice pickup yesterday on SPXS. I think I saw you talking about that in the Discord, but great pickup there. And guys, if you guys are liking the stream, go ahead and smash that like button, and maybe we'll see some nice movement out of some stocks for us. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying it, smash that like button. It really helps us out, of course. And of course, let me know what stocks you're trading this morning. I would definitely be interested to know. I know George is trading some stuff. Keisha's probably eyeing up some big stocks, so wonder how those are doing. I know Keisha likes to talk about, or was looking at J&J about a week or two ago, so still kind of watching that one, Keisha. Maybe it can keep getting a nice pop back up there. But yeah, Sal says, let's go Oxy, and you're damn right, Sal. Let's go. Let's keep it up. Hopefully it keeps running up for us like this. So far, so good. Honestly, I love this movement. I think it looks fantastic, and I know I've probably said that 80 times this morning, but it's looking pretty good here. OPEC news causes some volatility, and if they cut the production, we might see some pop. So let's see what happens. But just keep in mind, guys, if they don't cut production, that price could fall down. So just be a little bit worried of that. This event is a 50-50 event. You never know what they're gonna do. They might not cut the price, you know? I mean, oil's starting to kind of rise back up a little bit. They might be looking and saying, well, if we cut now, we might send prices too high. So we'll have to see. I saw something where Biden said OPEC was an issue in the world, and or I forget exactly what he said. Let me look it up because I don't want to misquote and push any buttons this morning, but hang on, let me look that up really quick. Hell, I'll do it right here. Hey, I swear, dispensary near me is not what you're thinking. I was at the Lake of the Ozarks with my girlfriend's family, and they were talking about some dispensaries close to their house, and I was like, what the hell? So I was looking it up. Let's see. What am I searching here? Biden, Trump swing versus Biden's golf swing. We could watch that. That sounds fun. No, Biden, OPEC, I guess. There we go, guys. Looks like the OPEC cut came in. Am I not seeing the news? No wonder the market's going up. They need to get this news better on Thinkorswim here. Same thing on CNBC. What's going on here? They're not putting anything out about OPEC. Come on. Come on. They got to do better with that. They got to do better with the news there. That's rough. Looks like, though, we are seeing the cuts are going to happen, though, guys. Pretty insane. Look at this. They're cutting production by 2 million barrels a day. Let me get on the crude oil futures. Are you kidding me? They're not showing this on the news? What? How? Wow, they really aren't. Is this fake? I mean, am I seeing fake news here? Is this guy capping? Saram says buying Twitter calls, expecting it to go higher than 52 again. Let's see. TWTR. Yeah, not bad. Man, I'm not seeing anything definitive yet. That's pretty big, though, if they did 2 million barrel cut. That would be insane. I saw Cornish, though, put something in Discord about him thinking... Obviously, though, people don't like OPEC right now. President Biden said, should make it clear that we will stop supplying the Saudis with weapons and air parts if they fleece the American people and strengthen Putin by making drastic production cuts. They need us far more than we need them. I'm really just looking for the cuts. I see, though, this guy said... Somebody said on here there were cuts. I think he was capping, though. Because I'm not seeing it on anything else. Yeah, it sounds like they're discussing, though, 2 million barrels per day. Yeah, okay, they proposed 2 million barrels per day. There we go. Or actually, I'll just click this. Perfect. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the... There we go. I wanted the tweet, not the, stuff. That is funny, though, guys. Cannot believe that. But yeah, there's Twitter there sitting right around $50, $51. It's probably just going to go really slow up to 54.20 or somewhere really close, unless news of the deal not going through ends up coming out. But we'll have to see, though, because it's going to be insane either way. It's going to be really insane for good old Twitter. Let me know if you guys like that deal with Elon Musk or not, but Drake's asking for the support on good old Tesla, and Iranical says, thinking of selling a put on SOXL. Let's see. Good old Tesla, what's a good support? Oh man, Tesla's going even lower. Wow, that is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It's continuing down like I had kind of thought. I see the next major support on Tesla coming up somewhere close to 235. Yeah, I'm seeing 235 and then 230 even. I think the 230 even, though, will be the big one, Drake. That is the low from back in the end of February. So look at 230 even. That's going to be a humongous, humongous spot. And guys, if you guys have not liked the stream yet, go ahead and smash that like button here. But so far today, there's not a lot to like in the market besides oil stocks. Other than that, everything else is just selling right back off, right back down with a ton of momentum, almost back down to the lows of the week in a lot of cases. Like on AMD, we're honestly we gave back all of yesterday's movement pretty much, and then some now, heading back into last week now. So some of these stocks are starting to look pretty scary again. I'm not going to lie. Not the best there. So, Iranical said they're thinking about selling a put, though, on SOXL. Yeah, I mean, the only issue with this is that you do not want to own this for the long term. Wait, oh, it is the bullish one. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Iranical. I thought this was the bear ETF. I see what you're saying now. You know, this one could be okay. It could. It's just, is this going to be the low yet for AMD? You know, that's the main question. Will this be the low? A lot of people contemplate not. I'm still not 100% convinced that this is the low either. So I don't know. I feel like that on SOXL you could maybe wait just a little while longer, but either way, selling puts should be a pretty good way to go. But what the only issue is that SOXL is 3x. It's leveraged. It's leveraged by 3 times. So if you really want to, I would try to find a semiconductor ETF that is not leveraged as much. I think that might be a little bit of a better way to play this. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining up today, and I'm going to make a nice poll down here in the bottom for you guys. So hopefully you guys like it. It'll be about Elon Musk and Twitter. And I'll ask, are you guys happy with Elon buying Twitter? I'm typing it up right now. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the poll coming out about Elon and Twitter there. Let's go see Tesla and Mr. Elon here today on the chart. So Tesla is still moving down off the news. And there goes Twitter popping right back up. Yeah, there's Tesla stock right there, Jelena. There you go. Falling off down below support today, down below 242. That is a big level on Tesla. So for us to be falling down below there, it's not a good sign. So be careful, guys. This could end up selling off a little bit more, and I would not be surprised if it did. Like I keep saying, people asked me a couple weeks ago, how do I feel about Tesla? I drew this arrow at the top and kind of said I feel like it could, you know, start to fall back down towards this area of support again, and there it goes. We're falling back down into that area. Should make for some volatility, though. Look at the last time we were here. We were bouncing all over the place. So be ready for some more crazy movement with Tesla, especially with the Twitter news coming out, too. That's going to make a big difference as well. So just keep that in mind. Iranical, I'm thinking to sell a put on SOXL. Oh, yeah, that's that other play from a few minutes ago. But, yeah, Tesla's stock is just... I feel bad for it lately, guys. I mean, even when the market was going up for a few days, Tesla had those bad delivery numbers, and then the stock just tanked off to the downside, just utterly got destroyed for a few minutes there. Let's see what we got here for Oxy again. Oxy. All right, so Oxy ran up. Now it's consolidating a little bit up here around the top, which is kind of expected. I wouldn't think they'd explode too much before the report came. Hopefully that report comes out, though, and is pretty nice. I know the U.S. can do a lot to affect oil as well, so with Joe Biden talking negatively about OPEC, I wonder if maybe the U.S. will then start to produce more to try to, like, offset that, but I know the U.S. won't be producing more because Biden doesn't want that. That's pretty funny though. We could produce more oil. Oh man, guys, it's insane with Oxy. Let's go see crude oil. I wonder how crude oil itself is doing, up to $87 a barrel. Wow, that is crazy, guys. Crude oil is seriously running up here. That is a big jump on crude. Wow, these tech stocks, guys, are still getting destroyed. AMD just pretty much straight down this morning. Just, oh my gosh, just like straight down. That's terrible. How's Roblox today? Okay, Roblox is kind of sitting like right on support. Roblox was my free day trade today in the Discord. I have it under 37.50. Grab some puts. We're kind of bouncing off 37.50 right now. If we do see that secondary move down, guys, I think a put play could be in order here if we fall under like 37.40. Looks like the support was about 10 cents off from the low of day, but still, that's pretty dang close, being 10 cents there. Hopefully we get that move down. I think you guys would maybe benefit from a nice day trade on Roblox if we do see that move off to the downside like that. Keisha says watching CGC. Huh. Oh, yeah. I forgot about good old Canopy growth, Keisha. I don't know how I could forget this one. It's the one me and my grandpa used to trade all the time. That's funny. That is funny, but yeah, there it is. All the way down there today. All over the place, Keisha. Are you seeing some news with marijuana stocks, Keisha? That would be interesting. Corner says, I don't hugely care, but I don't think Twitter sucks. I feel you there. I feel you there, Sean. And here's the one cool thing I guess I could have worded that differently. But here's the one cool thing I saw about Twitter, guys. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. And why I like this this deal quite a bit. Because, alright, now here's the thing that I saw that I think is really big, guys. And this really is huge, I think, as far as Elon Musk and Twitter goes. Because Elon has actually had a dream for a while to make an app called X. And you guys can see it right here on the news on Thinkorswim. He's been trying to do something called X.com, which later morphed into PayPal. He's hinted at remaking X, an app for everything. I cannot believe it. I don't know what he's gonna, like, what he's thinking of in his head here, guys. But I think that he is gonna take Twitter and he is going to do something insane. Insane. Look at that. He says Twitter probably accelerates X by 3 to 5 years, but I could be wrong. So we're going to have to see what happens with X. But that's going to be pretty insane, guys. I mean, you know, Elon's already an insane guy. And if we have like an everything app called X, I don't know what it's going to do. But what I will say is that it does sound very interesting to me, and I think that is a bit of an outlier with this Twitter deal, and I think that it will help Elon in some way accelerate the app, because, I mean, look at this. He's getting a whole application that's been on the market for as long as Twitter has and has all the followers and everything like that. The servers, the followers, the logistics are all done up. They have everything that they need already. So very interesting there, though. I don't know what he's doing with X, but I don't know about you guys. That seemed very interesting to me. Hopefully that's interesting to you as well. But that was the one big thing that caught me with the Twitter deal that I saw with Elon that made me really start thinking like, wow, that could be a pretty big deal here sometime soon. But nonetheless, though, Twitter's still just consolidating. And guys, I know a lot of people are probably looking for Twitter to start to run up or fall back down right now and have some crazy movement. If the deal does go through at the right price, Elon will buy your shares for $54.20. So if you buy them right now for $51, for example, you'll make $3 per share, you know, for however many shares you own. So if you get 100 shares, you might make like $300. Obviously, it's not, my math isn't 100% on, but that's how this play would work. It would be an arbitrage opportunity. But what I will say is just, there is still some uncertainty with the deal, but it should end up going through. And as we get closer to it going through, the price should get closer and closer to $54.20. And Keisha says Meta's broken. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's terrible, isn't it, Keisha? Just can't go up. Just can't go up here. Meta does have a big event coming up, though, in 6 days, Keisha. 6 days. We're going to have Meta's headset event coming out. So I think that'll be a pretty interesting one. And hopefully it ends up going over well for Meta's stock. I will say, I think that Zuckerberg might try to blow us away with some of these headsets this time, guys. I really think that he's been trying to get those headsets to become very powerful. And if they come out the way that he's talking about, we're talking about having glasses that could potentially do everything that your phone does. Now, I know that's not going to come out for a long time, but that's what the goal is. And I think that if he could do something cool, like maybe explaining it or showing some pictures or something like that, and then maybe showing some good advancement on the current headsets, we could see some pretty cool stuff come out of Meta, and, you know, maybe even other gaming stocks and stuff as well. So could be pretty big. Sean says maybe a Twitter/X metaverse. You know, that could be a good idea, Sean. That could be part of a something that goes on. Now, I don't want to drag Meta into that because it probably won't happen with that, but I know what you're saying there. Yeah, like maybe X would be like a version of like a metaverse or something. That could be the way it goes. Wow. Got me thinking about a lot of crazy thoughts right now about the future. Now let's start thinking about colonizing Mars, guys. We'll be on that topic for 5 hours now. Let's colonize Mars. All right, come on here. OPEC. Nothing yet with OPEC, it looks like. Still looking at the news here. Uh-oh. There it is. The OPEC cuts came through, guys. Oxy's running. Oh, no, it's not. It's not moving, but the cuts came out. The cuts came, but the stock is not moving. Let's see if it's on CNBC. Nothing yet. I did get news though, guys, that that the cuts happened, so let me see on the wow, that's going to be pretty crazy, guys. I'm trying to find the big news here. Let's see if I can find it on Twitter. Let's see. OPEC cuts. Boom. Should be somewhere right here. They didn't propose it. I saw something here that they They decided to cut. Let's see. Yep. There it is. It's official. That's pretty big though, guys. It's official now. Pretty big there, but the oil stocks are falling off. Wow, that's pretty big though, guys. Oil stocks are falling back off though with the cuts. Looks like a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal going on here. Definitely not what we wanted to see out of that production cut there. Definitely not what I wanted. Yeah. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Seems like that's what's going on here, Keisha, but wow. Yeah, pretty bad drop there on Oxy so far. Let's see if crude oil itself is moving, though. Yeah, I mean, crude oil futures are still holding up, but the oil stocks are falling back down. Let's see how crude oil does, though. Maybe if crude starts breaking its high of yesterday, I think we could see some pretty good movement here. Or its high of this morning, I should say. Yeah, that's unfortunate, though, guys. You know, it doesn't always go the way you think. You know, that's the thing with the market. It's always a strange entity. That's why you got to be careful with these events like this. Wow. That's pretty crazy, though. They finally officially have it on here. Wow. Dang. That is unfortunate, guys. I was hoping that it would help the stocks go up, but yeah, reading through here. And it's the biggest cut ever. Is that what it said? Let's see. Is it the biggest cut ever? Oh, it's the deepest cut since 2020. Okay. That makes sense. Deepest cuts since 2020. So definitely huge, though, guys. I mean, that is definitely insane there. And there goes crude falling back off. So yeah, definitely a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal here. Wow. Pretty insane. Let's see. ZOM, CVX. Wow. Wow, CVX is really falling off. So pretty insane to see it fall down like that, guys. Keisha says, watching for a breakout on Etsy in the coming weeks. Watching for a break with Etsy. Nice, yeah. I actually see a pretty big resistance there, Keisha. Right around like 120 to 123. I see pretty big resistance there. I think we could see some pretty good breaks on Etsy. That's pretty insane. Yeah, I think we could see a break. Too bad it's coming back down today, though. It's almost like it just went up too quickly, Keisha. Etsy had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green days in a row. Might as well had 6 on this day. With how it consolidated, it pretty much was a green day. Ended up higher than the day before, so. Wow, that is some pretty good movement on Etsy, though, Keisha. Can't lie. Besides today, of course. Today it looks pretty negative, but yeah, if you guys are seeing anything, just let me know what you're watching today. Sean said, Tesla Exaverse. Yeah. That's going to be a tongue twister if that was the name. I don't even know how I'd say that. Come on. CNBC needs to put out the OPEC news already. There we go. They can block it. Oh, unfortunately, OPEC does not care about Biden. That's the that's the bad issue. See, that's the thing. When you're not respected, they'll just do what they want. See, that's the issue. Now, people always say the president doesn't have any influence on oil prices. Well, he sure was trying. He was trying to have an influence. And that's the main thing. Everybody always says the president does not affect oil prices. And, I get what you're saying. I understand to an extent what you mean, but the president can pressure certain things. Like, for example, they can pretty much pressure the U.S. to produce more oil, or we can have the U.S. produce less oil, which will make obviously oil prices go up more, or we can produce more oil and try to make oil go down. So, like, look at this. Biden's policies are anti-oil. So, anti-oil means you wouldn't want to produce as much oil, which means that the price would just naturally go up because the U.S. now isn't able to produce as much. Now, we're also not able to affect the market as drastically as we were because of that. And then number three, now this is the biggest reason that the president affects oil prices, and this is the reason why today was bad, is that the president has to be respected in these foreign countries. So, for example, I know Trump was doing lots of stuff with Saudis, a lot of stuff with the United Arab Emirates, supplying. I know they did a lot of deals when Trump first got into office, and he was respected by those Middle Eastern countries. So if those Middle Eastern countries were going to do production cuts and Trump didn't want those cuts, he could simply, talk to them like, obviously, this sounds silly. He can call them, but, it'll obviously be like a whole setup meeting on the phone and everything like that. And the president being respected more affects the prices because those countries will listen to you more when you don't want them to do things that you don't want. So I know that might sound confusing there, but the respect that whoever's in office gets from these countries plays a big role into these oil prices. And, that's part of the reason why crude was so high here. Now, I know a lot of it had to do with Russia and all that stuff, but then again, you ask yourself, would Russia have done that with a more respected person in office? Again, that affects the oil prices. So I know it's a touchy subject. I hope I'm not pushing too many buttons on that, but that is kind of that's just kind of how it is with oil, and I'm not hating on Biden for it. I'm not hating on Trump for it either. I'm just stating how it goes. So, but right now, crude oil is kind of falling back off with that news nonetheless, after exploding up the past couple days. We'll have to see if it can start to move up maybe over the next couple of weeks or so, but right now it is consolidating. Let's go back to Tesla Twitter and check out some decent stocks today. Tesla is still breaking lower, unfortunately. That poor stock just can't get up today. Let's see what we have on my watch list to the upside. And oh man, my watch list to the upside has been slowly diminishing. It's been just going lower and lower and lower. Stocks just keep falling and falling off today, it seems like. Only a few are moving up, like Chewy, Baba, JD. Those stocks are up a little bit, but even those are now falling back down. So pretty rough day, honestly. Let's see that SPY. Wow. Wow, I will say SPY is like right on that resistance though. I mean, honestly, pretty spot on that resistance around 378 on the SPY. So not too surprised to see it down, and we might fill that gap back down to like 368 or 366 and then start to go back up again, but I'm still worried here. Worried for the market. Hopefully we can see some good stuff come out of this stuff. We better see some good movement start to happen soon. Especially on these big stocks that have been on the market and they just keep going down, like Meta, Zoom, stocks like that. They just keep dying off. Like Keisha said, Meta is sick or something. Something's wrong with it. I'll see that little trend line going on here, Keisha. There is a little bit of a trend line here, guys. Let's see what it looks like. Don't look good in the short term, I'll tell you that. If we're playing that trend line, oh, that's kind of rough there. Uh-oh. That is a crazy drop, though. Of course, if you guys are watching any stocks, just let me know and I can check them out. Cornish says, "Are you telling me calling them hostile isn't an effective strategy?" Yeah. Yeah, Cornish, I think you hit it on the head. Oh, that's funny. Love that, Cornish. That is funny. Like I said, you know, it could be good. Maybe we'll produce our own oil and stop the cuts, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, looks like the oil stocks are turning around a little bit now. Maybe we'll see that reversal back to the upside now. As we all know, the market likes to screw people over, right? So I guess a lot of people were probably getting into calls, hoping for some nice pops up with these stocks, and the market said, hell no. We're not letting everybody win on calls with these oil stocks. Seems like that always happens, doesn't it? It always goes against the majority, I feel like. Very strange. Let's see the Tesla poll, though. We have 15 votes. 40% like the deal. 33% said they don't care. And 27% said they don't like the deal. So, sounds good. And yeah, I'm sorry I put Twitter sucks on there. I should have just said I don't care. I threw Twitter sucks because I figured most of the people who would vote, they don't care, just don't care about Twitter at all. Which means they probably think it sucks, but pretty good poll though, honestly. I'm glad the votes came in, and of course, if you guys are enjoying the stream, smash that like button. And I don't know if you guys noticed last night, but we mixed up the YouTube videos a little bit. We actually talked about a lot more setups. We went over a lot of the nitty-gritty intraday price action and stuff like that. If you guys are enjoying that, please let us know on the YouTube videos in the comments, because there's really no way for us to tell besides, you know, just some of the analytics on YouTube. And I will say the analytics for yesterday's video did pretty well. People watched it a lot longer than usual, which I thought was very interesting. So maybe you guys like that intraday price action stuff. If you did, just let us know. You know, it really helps. And don't let us know in the comments here though. Let us know in the comments on the nightly videos, because obviously that's what Mike looks at. So that'll be helpful as far as letting him know that, you know, the change on the videos is looking nice, we'll say. But I'm glad we're doing it though. You know, that's what I feel like, that's what everybody likes. You know, do you guys like that nitty gritty price action type of stuff? You know, I feel like going over setups and going over plays like that is a lot better than talking about you know, Walmart's inventories all for the whole video or something. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts though. But for now, that SPY, starting to fill that gap. Getting really close. Ooh, starting to fill it. Wow. That's a pretty bad drop on SPY today. I feel bad for that. Yeah, there's that big Big gap, though, down to 367 and 368. Those are going to be huge levels there. Huge levels. Wow. Those oil plays are trying to come back, guys. They're trying. Let's see if the futures are coming back up. Oh, wow, the futures actually went a little bit lower, and now they are coming up, but wow, they got pretty low there for a few seconds, guys. That's pretty insane, actually. Drake said, it was a good video, just confusing for me because I was like, is this the momentum plays? But it was only 2 minutes in the video. Yeah, I feel you there, Drake. I'm sure it confused some people if you weren't expecting it. We did kind of warn at the beginning that it would be a little bit different. But yeah, I feel what you're saying there with it being confusing too. Maybe today we'll just, I'll just kind of say, you know, hey, we're gonna go over some of our favorite setups. You know, if you like it, let us know. I'll say it all in tonight's video. So we'll see what happens. But I appreciate that comment, Drake. Really helps us out. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. I think those setups are I think those setups will be a lot more beneficial, and I know a lot of people just love to talk about that intraday price action and go over good plays and stocks that have a lot of momentum and stuff like that. It wasn't necessarily the momentum plays, but I know it kind of probably seemed a little bit like it, but we were hoping it would go over pretty well. Let's go check out LVS though. Or if you guys have any ideas on what you guys would like to see in the videos, let us know, and you know, maybe we'll do something like that. I know yeah, I mean, just let me know what you guys would like to see. We can always try some stuff out. Although, you know, the funny thing is we can't do like what Kramer does though, you know. No, that'd be funny. I love that Mad Money room he's got, right? Let's see. Kramer Mad Money room. This is funny. I love that room. Yeah, this thing. The Mad Money room. I don't really watch Kramer, but as a little kid, I used to think it was very interesting to see this on TV. I would actually, my dad would be out there watching him because it was just, I don't know, I guess my dad found it funny, but I always remember as a little kid seeing Kramer's stuff out there. It's hilarious. Oh wow, here look, they're talking about crude. Let's listen in for a minute, guys. I'll grab a quick drink real quick.
That's still sizable though, right? I mean, we've been hearing about how tight the conditions are on the world market for oil, given sanctions on Russia, given the fact that, you know, it's the U.S. is not the wild card in terms of production the way it once was a couple of years ago. Does that still create tight conditions? Does that still put upward pressure on energy prices?
I think it will. And remember, OPEC actually wants to put upward pressure on prices because they are not happy with the levels that they see. And there's two main things that I think worry OPEC. First is inflation. We've seen, obviously, headline inflation crossing 10% in Europe. We've seen headline inflation almost 10% in the U.S. Rest of the world also seeing very, very high inflation. So I think OPEC is worried about that and preserving the value of oil in the context of just price increases across the board around the world. And I think the other issue that worries them is that thermal coal prices, which is supposed to be at the bottom of the pecking order in terms of energy supplies, is trading at a 50% premium, 30% premium depending on the market to what OPEC believes is black gold. That is the oil barrels they sell into the market. So I think these are the two things that really bother them is the relative cheapness of oil compared to other energy sources, and also the inflation aspect. That's why they're cutting, I believe.
That's really fascinating. We don't talk about coal a lot, on our show here, but isn't coal elevated in terms of price in part because of how high natural gas prices are right now?
That's right. I mean, coal's going, well, depends where in the world, but yes, I mean, around the world, coal prices have risen very aggressively because natural gas is skyrocketing on a global basis. In the U.S., it's actually the reverse. In the U.S., natural gas prices have been chasing Appalachian coal prices higher. And again, Appalachian coal prices are moving higher because they can be easily exported out of the U.S. and they're chasing this run up in global markets. But remember, there's one energy commodity that Europe has actually sanctioned coming out of Russia, and has been sanctioned since August, and that is coal. That is the one of the tightest markets in the planet right now, and obviously with natural gas trading at $400 a barrel of oil equivalent, coal trading at 100 seems a bit of a bargain. And obviously oil is well below that in the case of WTI, and even lower than that in the case of residual fuels that are used in power generation. That's really a big story there.
So, Francisco, I get what you're saying in terms of OPEC's perception that oil is essentially underpriced relative to comparables. Maybe some of that, I don't know, is the strength of the dollar, so it's a dollar translation issue. But I wonder, where do you think they estimate the level of prices is for demand destruction, or for something that tips the global economy into a rougher place?
Well, look, I mean, the global economy is already in a pretty rough place because we are undergoing the worst energy crisis since the Iran Revolution in 1979, 1980. What's different to the Iran Revolution is that back then we actually had an oil crisis, and it was a global energy crisis driven mostly by crude. This time around is essentially an energy crisis that originates in gas and power, and like every gas and power crisis, is much more local. So Europe is really the epicenter of this crisis, with the highest gas and power prices in the world. Europe is trying to displace all those molecules that used to come from Russia, and is trying to find sources of energy
guys, that's
all
pretty
around the
big
world.
what he's saying there. He's pretty much
for
saying that there's a big energy crisis going on. It's just that, you know, obviously it depends on more of like where you live right now. And they're saying in Europe, obviously it's pretty rough with everything going on with Russia and everything like that. Obviously it takes a toll on those European countries, obviously, whenever Russia's talking about what they're doing with the Nord Stream pipeline and all that crazy stuff. So it's pretty insane, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. I don't know, guys. These oil stocks are getting still pretty demolished here so far today, though. Ever since that news came out. Let's see if there's any new oil news. OPEC turns oil turns lower after OPEC agrees a large cut. Yeah, it says right here, buy the rumor, sell the news, trade unfolds. That's exactly what happened there, guys. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Sucks, though. I feel bad if you guys were into some pretty big calls or anything like that. That could have went pretty sour, though, obviously. But, you know, that's the risk playing those events. Definitely is the risk there. Wow, Apple fell back below the low of day. Look at that move down. Microsoft, same thing. What's going on here today? Win. Come on. Come on, stocks. Let's get back up. My whole watch list is down 3 to 8% again. Well, 9% actually. I got like Enphase is getting destroyed. Poor Enphase. Holy jeez. What's going on with you? Wow. Enphase has started the downtrend. Wow. Can't believe Enphase started that downtrend. Wow. Wow, that's pretty rough looking on Enphase, guys. Wow. That is a rough daily chart. I cannot believe that the chart's that rough. What a bad drop today. Like, yeah, it was just a total dead cat bounce on Enphase there. Started coming up for a few days and then just bam, right back down. Big dead cat bounce there. Hey, look at JP Morgan falling off too. I mean, dang, JP Morgan. Come on. Don't be doing this to us now. Don't be doing this now. They don't have to do this. Wow, that's just such a bad drop today. Such a stark contrast from yesterday. Although, like we keep saying, it is kind of expected, guys. I feel bad. I feel like I just keep saying bad drops. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys joining up today. And, of course, I love that everybody likes the videos. And thank you guys for always being here and talking in the chat and stuff. It's really awesome. Glad to see some cool stuff. Glad to see that Sean liked the videos last night. I definitely read your messages there. Thank you for the feedback, Sean. That's really awesome. Hopefully more people share your same thoughts there. But yeah, let's keep killing it today, guys. And I appreciate you guys joining up. Sean, Drake, Keisha, Jelena, Drake, Iranical, Saram, Sal, Bill W, Jamie. Appreciate you guys, seriously, always. You guys are always here. Appreciate you. Of course, if you really enjoy the streams, smash that like button. And if you really want to help me out, like I said, comment on tonight's video. Give us some feedback on the new video setup. At the beginning of the videos, we're going over some pretty cool setups and good plays at the beginning, and then getting into our usual setup. So I appreciate it, guys. Hopefully we can keep killing it today here. If you have any last minute stocks or anything like that you want me to check out, just let me know and I can give those a quick look here. But yeah, for now, just continuing to see big sell-offs across the board, especially in tech. Like I've been saying, especially in tech. It's been brutal in the tech sector here. QQQ's in like a bit of a range here and seemed like it was breaking out yesterday. Now it fell right back down below. I can't remember who gave me this level yesterday, but I think it was Man, maybe. It was looking pretty good, though, for a while yesterday, and today fell right back through, but that's unfortunate. It kind of seemed like it was going to be solid there for a little while. It's too bad. KR. Walmart, WMT. Falling back down, guys. Dang, Roblox. Look at that. Roblox back down. Yeah. We had that big drop down below. What was the big level today? Let's see. On the free day trade today, I had Roblox down below 37.50. Let's see. Yeah, it would have been tough there. Would have probably faked out a little bit. But moving good now. Wow. Big drops on Roblox, guys. That's a big pullback. Dang, that's rough. Rough movement. Yeah, it's scary, guys. Wow. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, seriously, as always. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be in the Discord, of course, if you guys need anything else. Drake says, massive wins this week. Gotta take what we can get. Hell yeah, Drake. Let's take those wins and run away with a nice green week here. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. I appreciate y'all. And like I said, if you are really looking to help us out, comment on that video tonight. And of course, watch the video through. Watching to the end makes a big difference as well. But yeah, have a great one, guys. I'll see you guys later. And like I said, if you need anything, I'll be in the Discord.